Hey guys, I'll be showing you all how to get seed inside of a realm. So first of all, we'll want to go into our own private single player world and get the seed that we have. Oops. You can see this in settings and then go inside of game and we'll see our seed right here. Then we move on to cheat engine. Go and change the scan type to the 8 bytes and put in our seed. I already have it pasted here. Make sure you include this little negative right here, or this won't work. Then we will want to change our scan settings to be last digits and 0. Reason is because the address that we're looking for always ends with a 0. Always ends with a 0 for some reason. Now we scan. You should get a few results. Yep, 5 results compared to the 800 if we didn't do this. And now we just have to see what accesses these addresses. You would go out of settings, go inside of settings. It's not this one. Appears like it, but not it. This one, nope. Maybe this one. Alright, so it's this one, the middle one. And you can see that these two already changed from the original number. I know this number doesn't appear like the one that I put in originally, but we can just click on signed here, and then we'll see that the number becomes the same. But that's kind of not that important, so I'll change it back to how it was. Now, with the window that we opened, we can click on the instruction that, well, that gets called every single time we go into settings, and go into disassembler, click on this button, show disassembler, tools, auto assemble, template, cheat table framework code, and code injection. And we can add this to our table and close everything else. So this is the seed snatcher we need. Now we would go back into the same script and start registering a few things. So register symbol. I would name this seed. You can name it whatever you want, but I'll name it seed. So you might see in other videos, or maybe in other videos of mine, that you could assume that you could just do seed, semicolon, and BD0. But the only problem is that these registered symbols sometimes, no, most of the time, or will only register around 4 bytes of data. When these 8 bytes, well, they hold 8. So we have to allocate more space for our registered symbol here to make sure that all of the information, all of the seed information gets put somewhere safe. So we would do allocate seed, and let's do 8, maybe 12, give it a little slack. And then we would do seed BD0. Now that we've allocate seed and registered it as a symbol, we can actually put the information that is inside RCX in this instruction here inside of seed so that we can call it in later. So we would do move. Make sure this is under new mem above original code. Move or MOV. Oops. Seed and then comma RCX. So now we're done here. We will just have to deallocate a few more things. So we will have to deallocate seed and our key. So here we are deallocating seed and unregistering seed as well, because we registered and alloc here. So this only happens when we turn off the code, because if we don't do this, we don't start unregistering things or deallocating, eventually cheat engine will start consuming more and more RAM, and your game will crash, or your computer won't be able to handle it, and Cheat Engine will crash as well. So now, if we did this all right, we just have to create our own pointer. So pointer, we keep this number a 0, and just type in seed as our base address. Turn this on, and if we go into settings, boom, you get a result. This doesn't appear what we need, but that's because we have to change the type to be 8 bytes and as a sign. There you go, we have our seed. So let me turn this off and back on again. I would open another pause menu, go into settings, and I'll get the seed. That's pretty much it. I'm going to cut to another part of this video where I test it out on a. Well, I'll test this in one of my friends' rooms. I'll be right back. So now I'm going into my friend's room here. This is the same script. You can compare it to the one that you saw previously. This is the exact same. I haven't touched it or anything. You can. Oops. I don't know. We can go into settings, and then there's no game tab. I can't see the seed at all. Well, this is the main purpose for this script, right? So turn this on and go into settings. Now I have the seed. I shouldn't even have it, but now I do. I can go into Edge or something, Microsoft Edge, go into chunk base later. Chunk base. And I can just paste the seed right here. I can start using this for whatever I need. And yeah, that's how you get the seed. Set of realms. This only works for PC, by the way. If you're on Xbox, you probably would have stopped watching by now. But hope you guys enjoy.